When we look at the circulatory system, it helps to imagine the blood vessels as a long network of tubes that guide blood from the heart to every organ and then brings it back again. And the way blood moves through these vessels depend on their structure, their size, and the pressure the heart creates. And understanding these ideas makes it easier to see how the body keeps blood pressure steady, even when you change position or activity. There are three main types of blood vessels, and each one has a different job. So, arteries carry blood away from the heart, veins bring blood back to the heart, and capillaries allow the exchange of oxygen, nutrients, and waste between the blood and the tissues. And the structure of each vessel matches its function because arteries need thicker walls to handle high pressure, while veins have thinner walls and often depend on valves to keep blood moving in one direction. Arteries are strong, elastic vessels that can stretch and recoil as the heart pumps blood into them. And this flexibility helps maintain pressure as blood travels through the body. And as arteries branch into smaller arterioles, the body can adjust the diameter of these arterioles to control how much blood flows into different organs. And this ability to tighten or relax arterioles plays a major role in controlling blood pressure. Capillaries are the smallest blood vessels and have walls that are only one cell thick, which always allows oxygen and nutrients to pass from the blood into the tissues and lets waste products return to the blood. And because capillaries are so small, blood moves through them slowly, giving enough time for exchange to happen. And even though each capillary is tiny, there are so much of them that they form a huge network across the whole body. Veins carry blood back toward the heart and they work under low pressure, so they rely on valves to prevent blood from flowing backward, especially in the legs. And muscles around the veins act like pumps when they contract, squeezing the veins and helping push blood upward. And this system becomes important when standing because the body must work against gravity to move blood back into the heart. Hemodynamics refers to how blood flows through the vessels, and this depends on blood pressure, resistance in the vessels, and the volume of blood moving at any moment. And the heart creates the pressure that pushes blood forward, while the resistance mostly comes from how narrow or wide the blood vessels are. And when resistance increases, the heart has to work harder to move the same amount of blood. Blood flow changes based on vessel diameter, blood thickness, and the pressure differences between one end of the vessel to another. And the most important factor is vessel diameter because even a small change in how wide a vessel is can dramatically change how easily blood can pass through. And when vessels narrow, resistance rises and blood flow drops. And when they widen, resistance falls and blood flow increases. Blood pressure is the force that blood exerts on the walls of the arteries, and in the highest when the heart contracts and the lowest when the heart relaxes, and the two numbers you see in the blood pressure reading represent these phases, with the top number being systolic pressure and the bottom number being diastolic pressure. And keeping this pressure within a healthy range is important because organs need a steady supply of blood to work properly. The body controls blood pressure through several quick and slow mechanisms, and one of the fastest is the baroreceptor reflex, which senses changes in pressure and adjusts heart rate and vessel diameter within seconds. And slower mechanisms involve hormones like aldosterone and ADH, which adjust blood volume by controlling how much water and sodium the kidneys keep or remove. And together, these systems make sure blood pressure stays stable even when you move, stand up, or become stressed. The body needs to keep blood pressure steady because too low a pressure means the organs will not get enough oxygen, and too high a pressure puts strain on the heart and blood vessels. And by adjusting heart rate, vessels diameter, and blood volume, the body keeps the pressure at the level that matches the needs of tissues and any moment. And this balance lets you move, exercise, rest, and change posture without losing proper blood flow.